Big match here. Big match, of course. We're talking about Monday Night Raw from November 17th, 2014. Breezing through this one. Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose probably going into the pay-per-view. That feud's just not going to be doing anything for me. But we got a big match. Big match after that, sort of almost put me to sleep sort of a deal. Ryback versus Cesaro. Easily a match that easily could have, taken up any time on any sort of pay-per-view as a big match. This even could have been a big Monday Night Raw match that people would have cared about if they would have just gave it maybe a week's worth of hype. Maybe had these two guys run into each other and just sort of hype up. These guys are going to go at it next week. But then again, the Raw script is written, day to day, and it just sort of seems like to the last minute, nobody knows what's going to go down on Monday Night Raw. Sometimes they tell us what's going to be on main event tomorrow night, and that match doesn't even happen, let alone if they tell us anything that's going to happen on SmackDown. That's going to be, that's sort of like on a bigger stage. If you promise a big match for SmackDown, maybe that should have gone down. But, this is a match, Ryback versus Cesaro. Two big guys really getting in there. And, Ryback is sort of, playing off as he's sort of his own guy. You can say that basically, when he came out, nobody knew whether if he was going to be cheered or nobody knew whether he was going to be booed. You sort of saw a little bit of a mixed reaction of three. Some people cheering him, some people booing him, some people just sort of sitting on their hands, not making any noise at all because they didn't really know. Once Cesaro came out, they basically, that sort of tipped off the crowd that Ryback was a babyface in this match and Cesaro was going to be a heel. They had a really good match. They had, several, sort of close finishes in this match, which basically, I bid on, and I really thought, maybe Ryback was going to win, maybe Cesaro was going to win. I sort of had the gut feeling, that Ryback's going with this, re-upped, undefeated streak, and that's going to be, putting him into the main event, whether if it's on this pay-per-view or another pay-per-view. They're really hyping up the fact that due to the Luke Harper loss, maybe, Dolph Ziggler is not going to be a part of the Team Cena, that maybe Team Cena is falling apart at the cracks. First it was Jack Swagger, who was announced to be a part of this team, and then it was Dolph Ziggler. I thought Dolph Ziggler might have been taken out last week, but now after the hands of the Authority, with JB Noble and Seth Rollins and Luke Harper putting the beat down on this guy, as well as Joey Mercury. It looks like he's not going to be part of Team Cena. They're saying that he's been rushed to the hospital, and he's not going to be there for the contract signing. So I'm guessing they're hyping up the fact that if you don't sign this contract, which is going to be the main event tonight, you're not going to be able to be a part of the match. Maybe there's not going to be any last minute changes, so maybe we're not going to be able to get that sort of 4-on-5. Who's going to be the last man? Who's going to be the secret member of Team Cena that's going to come in and join this? In the end, basically, it was Cesaro going for the neutralizer when Ryback was able to counter it by lifting up Cesaro. That was able to hit the shell shock from him. Ryback was able to get the 1-2-3 and secure the win. And after the match, basically, we got to see John Cena in the back watching the match, showing that he was basically a maybe trying to scout him, trying to feel him out, see how this guy was doing, because he is sort of the hot shit on Monday Night Raw. He is, as they've been saying, the biggest free agent there is. The Authority wanted him. Now it looks like they've sort of turned their back and sort of turned on him, maybe because he, beat them all up last week, and they don't really have anybody on their team that's going to be able to get out there and handle business against the guy. Cena, he wants to bring the guy in, but then again, like Ryback said, he's not a member of Team Cena. He's not a member of Team Ryback. I'm sorry, he's not a member of Team Cena. He's not a member of Team Authority. He's Team Ryback, and he's going to be his own lone guy. Renee Young went up to John Cena, basically trying to get a little bit of a word, and Cena said more than likely he's not going to be a part of my team. He's a loner. He wants to fight his own fight. It looks like he can basically take the Authority out on his own, so why does he even want to be a part of Team Cena, which actually has a chance to let him off and go down the street. In the beginning promo, it was Triple H and Stephanie basically playing up on the Ryback versus John Cena feud, basically, saying that, John Cena wouldn't get out of the way of Ryback at Extreme Rules 2013. He put him through the roof of the ambulance in the ambulance match of the Three Corners of Hell match. So, maybe they still have beef from all that going down. But then again, that was 2 years ago. They don't really bring up past feuds when they do other feuds, so I have no idea why they brought it up for this one. But they're just trying to keep us guessing. Maybe we'll get to see Ryback come out at the end. There's a part of me that says, that This is wrestling, Steve. You've been watching wrestling for a long time. If he's a babyface, he's going to come out there and help Cena. He might not like Cena, but then again, this is his only chance to put the Authority away for good, or maybe lead up to a Cena versus Ryback match at TLC or something like that. Basically, both of these guys being there, maybe one guy will bump the other guy, Owen and Bret Hart style. One guy gets eliminated and then he wants revenge, so maybe he's a babyface for a month and then he turns heel next month. So we'll have to see. There's a little bit of show left, so let's get to it.